And we have live team coverage. Heather Scold keeping up with the candidates in the debate. Angelica Lombardi is talking with protesters outside the event.
And we want to start with Heather, where the GOP candidates polling the lowest just wrapped up their debate. Heather.
Yeah, James and Rana, we just heard from the four candidates polling the very lowest nationally, averaging about 1%. And that's where you do see that polling really does matter, because it earns the candidates either in a primetime spot or not. Now, earlier, we did hear the sparks fly. We want to have you listen to this soundbite from Lindsey Graham. He's already taking strikes at the Democrats.
I'm tired of losing. Good God, look who we're running against. The #1 candidate on the other side thought she was flat broke after her and her husband were in the White House for 8 years. The #2 guy went to the Soviet Union on his honeymoon, and I don't think he ever came back. If we don't beat these people, who the hell are we going to beat?
Senator, thank you.
The same way I would respond to anybody's attack, and that's to say, maybe we would be wise to devote our time to actually answering the questions about the issues and attacking each other.
Now, when you talk about the polling, by and large, a lot of people have not settled on one single candidate. About 70% of people, when they are polled about the candidates, say they don't really know, although they might have some preferences for a certain candidate or not. Now that the four original candidates have wrapped up their debate, all eyes are on 6 p.m. when the other 10 candidates will take the stage. As you well know, Donald Trump has been polling high since August. That all turned on its head as of last week when Ben Carson started to take the lead in Iowa. That was then followed by a national poll that showed him leading as well. The two have toggled back and forth since then. We want to show you this poll. The latest from the CBS News New York Times poll shows Carson 26%, Trump at 22%. Now, earlier today, we did have a chance to talk with Dr. Ben Carson about his campaign and what Trump had to say against him and all the mudslinging that's been going on.
The same way I would respond to anybody's attack, and that's to say, maybe we would be wise to devote our time to actually answering the questions about the issues and attacking each other.
So clearly, Dr. Ben Carson trying to keep his cool, and he really was not nervous at all today, was very calm. When we talked to him earlier, there were about 30 cameras surrounding him in the fish pit, as shark pit might you say, but clearly not cool, calm, and collected outside the Coors Event Center. That's where quite a number of protesters have lined up, and for that angle of tonight's story, we toss it out to KRDO News Channel 13's Angelica Lombardi. Angelica?
Heather, we're here outside the debate where hundreds of people are protesting. Now, you have to remember only about 1,000 tickets were given out to be inside. That's why so many people are out here right now holding signs, chanting. Now, most of these people out here started lining up as early as 2 in the afternoon. You can see signs and chants. Now, several groups are all trying to grab the attention of the GOP candidates moments before the debate starts. One group called Moms Demand Action is a national organization advocating gun control. Now, being in Colorado, where we've experienced the tragedy of school and theater shootings, they hope candidates will speak on this topic.
We are just parents, moms out there. There's moms, dads, we've just had enough, and we're just like everyone else in our country who just hears the news and thinks people should be able to go to the church and pray without being fearful that they're going to be killed at church, or they should be able to go to college or first grade and not fear that they're going to be killed with a gun.
And that group has traveled to several states so far this year trying to get their message across. Coming up later on News Channel 13 at 6, we'll hear from some students here on campus who are upset that they were not allowed inside. Only a limited amount of tickets were given out. We'll hear from them, and we'll have much more coming up later on News Channel 13. Live in Boulder, Angelica Lombardi, KRDO News Channel 13.
All right, Angelica, thank you so much. We'll have much more on tonight's debate coming up on World News that starts at 5:30 and also coming up on KRDO News Channel 13 at 6 and 10 o'clock. You can also get more information on our website, krdo.com.
Well, a major